Hello and welcome to Everyday Positivity Island. I'm calling it Everyday Positivity Island. I've got the name confused already. That's not a great start, is it? Can we start again? Let's do it again.
Yeah, sure we can. Here, let's have the music.
Right,
Let's start with the music
right,
again.
let's start.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay, okay.
Bloop, beep, boop, boop.
Hello. It's because of all that excitement with Liv. Welcome to Positivity Island. My name's Kate Cocker.
I'm Will Dell, hi.
There you go, hi. And we're here to spend the next hour with you, just to bring you an island of positivity, an oasis of positivity, a bunch of good news and a bunch of fun in a doomy gloomy world. What's going on with you today, Will?
Oh my goodness. Also, it's a very exciting day.
Okay, you've set us up now.
I know, I've been hanging out on Backchannel all morning. Been hanging out with Haley and Alison this morning. We just had a great little chat with Liv, who is just always so excited, always so much fun. And I was just thinking about going for a run after the show, and it's literally started raining so hard.
Oh, they're the best days to go for a run, though. You earn your hot chocolate when you get home.
Or I could just stay inside.
Okay, well, I'm going to say go for a run.
Okay, how's your day going, Kate? What do you know? What's the gossip?
What's the gossip today? Well, I am fascinated about one thing today.
Okay, whoa.
The bathroom's going well. I want to know. So imagine Positivity Island has a bathroom.
I should hope it does.
Yeah, well, me too. But I was thinking maybe we shouldn't have phones on Positivity Island. I don't know. Maybe we should. Maybe we shouldn't. Anyway, so you go to the bathroom. What do you want to read on the loo?
I want to read like the trashiest magazines.
What kind of magazines?
Like celebrity gossip.
Okay.
Like all of that kind of thing. I don't know. Just like the really trashy ones.
What do you think is the best book you've seen in a loo?
That's a great question. I love any. I don't know. Any that's like 101 fun facts for when you're on the toilet. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
1,000 jokes for 1,000 dad jokes for when you're doing a poo or whatever.
Oh, you have
Those
to
kind
get
of books.
logical about it.
Yeah.
Okay, look. So that you know how to get involved with the show, all we want you to do is be involved. We're here on Backchannel. Backchannel is unique in that it's the only place in the world that you can talk to, chat with, listen to, watch hosts of your shows completely live. And the best bit is that live chat stuff is where you can get involved. So please come and join the stream. If you're in the US on an Amazon Echo show, all you have to do is instruct your Echo to say whatever it is you want to say. And my question to you is this: what's the best thing you've read on the loo? And I want you to do Eliza say, well, it's the Reader's Digest from May 2012. And if you aren't on Backchannel, and if you aren't able to do that on your Amazon Echo show, then you can always head to backchannel.tv. You are so welcome here. Make sure you're watching on YouTube. Make sure you're watching on Twitter, which is @Backchannel Live. And if you are part of the Everyday Positivity community, I am here. We are here with you in the Everyday Positivity Facebook group. Hello. You can comment in the Facebook group. We will pick up your message. So my question to you, it's a very important world-changing question. What's the best thing you've ever read on the loo? There was a time in my life where in the toilet it was where kind of cheeky books would be kept.
I did think that, and I wondered that's where we were going. Yeah.
Go on.
I was going to say there's already so much happening in the chat. Do you want me to talk about it?
Yeah, go on.
Amazing. Everybody's here. Sunny's here. Sunny said good morning.
Hi, Sunny.
Sunny said take two. Yeah, it's a take two kind of day. Kristen said good morning. Calvin said good morning. Stacey said good morning. Everyone said good morning. Doug said that I just have to run. Doug's here. He said I just have to run between the raindrops.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Like just dodge them. So I didn't know why I didn't think of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kristen's got PT today this morning.
Fantastic.
Stacey said we should have phones on Positivity Island, and I think I agree.
Okay.
Does words with friends on the toilets. The toilet's a great place to catch up on like your Wordle, your words with friends.
I know.
All that kind of things.
I do in the morning. I do have my toilet moment in the morning is news Wordle.
Yeah.
And we were talking to someone yesterday, weren't we, who said to Rachel yesterday, and she said that she enjoys playing words with friends on the toilet.
Yeah.
But then I always think, whenever I've been out in a bar with friends and you pop to the toilet and then you post something on Twitter from the loo, and you almost get like loo social media shamed. I don't know what that is. And your mates will go, "Did you just post that from on the loo?" Ooh, like that.
I have a twofold question for you.
Okay.
Number one is, no wait, it's really just one question. Have you ever texted me from the toilet? And number two, would you admit it if you had?
I probably have texted you from the toilet because sometimes when I'm working and I have to go for a wee, I have to bark orders at people, and you're one of the people I bark orders at.
Yeah, correct.
Correct. On bark, WhatsApp orders, barks app ordered.
Yeah, we'll work on it.
Yeah. I think Sunny's in the Facebook group and on the chat, which is all very crazy. She's put in the Everyday Positivity Facebook group a picture of my desk right now, which is the puzzle area on the newspaper, I think.
I think they're different people.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Just
our system sometimes doesn't show properly.
Somebody on Facebook has said that they do. I'm sorry that it's not pulled your name through. I don't know why this happened, but they say that they do the crossword puzzle.
Yeah. And Calvin says sometimes I play crossword puzzles on the toilet.
Yeah.
The thing is, in this day and age, the toilet is the only place you can escape. Unless you've got like 3 or 4-year-olds. Because whenever you've got toddlers in the house, you always leave the loo door unlocked. And Tina Fey Tina Fey is one of my favourite things that Tina Fey ever said, was that you know who the boss is because they're the ones who can walk in on the toilet with you. And that is your 3 or 4-year-old because you don't want to lock the door.
Yeah, absolutely.
You're like, if they're in trouble, I have to go out and get and help them. So they just walk into you when you're on the loo. But yeah, now that they're a bit older, it's like that's where the peace and quiet lives.
Sunny she's posted a picture of her little setup on the Facebook group. She's got the chat going on. She's got the Everyday Positivity Facebook group going on. She's got us on her Echo show as well. Sunny, we appreciate you being here every single day.
We appreciate you every single day. I appreciate you taking part in the show. Stacey says I like to talk to my parents on the phone in the toilets. So the other day I did actually take a drink into the toilet with me, and it felt really weird.
Oh no, I don't like that.
I was like, what am I doing? That's really odd. Do you eat your toast in the toilet? Do you keep those two things separate?
No, I will. Every time I go into the bathroom, I take my phone with me. And if I'm going in the shower, I'll play music or something. But that's it. Nothing else. Nothing else. Maybe a book.
I would like to build a little loo library for the Positivity Island loo.
Yeah, okay. It's part bathroom, part library.
Yeah. So in the olden days, and when I talk about the olden days, I mean like in my granny's downstairs toilet, she used to keep loads and loads of copies of the Reader's Digest, which was like a little A5 magazine full of like articles from all different magazines, and it would have this page called "Laughter is the Best Medicine," where readers would send in their jokes, and that was always my favorite page. It was always like ho 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 like this, laughing as I poop. So I would love it if we had a little library, or there's that, as you said, like 100 things to do with a fork. That's perfectly fun.
Yeah, I love those really kind of short form books, or even like anything that I can have in like. Okay, because here's the thing, I go to the bathroom 1,000 times a day.
1,000 times a day?
No, well, I might be exaggerating a little bit. No, that's a lie. I've never over exaggerated. Not once in my whole entire life have I ever over exaggerated. I do visit the bathroom a lot, so I need something I can experience in short bursts. Like
Everyday Positivity.
Yeah, sure.
Lou listening.
400 things to do with an avocado. Those kind of books. They're what I kind of want to read on the toilet.
I'm just reading the chat. Isn't it funny how that happens? You just go
You just kind of stare at it. So who said? Sunny said, "My ketas are my pooper visitors."
Supervisors.
Poopervisors
is what she's saying. It's a
That's
great line.
So much funnier than what I said. Then somebody said about Calvin said, "The only one that follows me on the toilet is my little Yorkie." Pets as well, and not trying to leave you alone whilst you're in the bathroom. They're like, "Can I come? What's happening here?"
I perch, and then it's like, "Hello." What's that
Is that you
doing?
doing something without me?
Actually,
Yeah,
so
like
cute.
supervised movement on poo. Thanks, Sonny. It just took me a second to get there, Sonny. It's
Yeah.
not as witty as I once was.
And then there's always the other books that you used to get in the toilet in the olden days when I was in my granny's toilet, were like the books that I don't know. Do you see them anymore? They're like someone like a cartoonist, like Tony Husband, would do these funny cartoons but make books out of them, and they'd just be like witty quips.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
That was with those are good Lou reading books as well.
Sure, yeah. I thought maybe like comic books or something that I can like look at. I'm not trying to like study, so anything with pictures would be a help.
And if you always know if you've been too long on the loo because your feet go numb and you've got red patches on your knees from when
Yeah,
you
from
were leaning and reading. I've got a magazine rack in my bathroom, and I've got Nathan W. Pyle's Strange Planet comics in them. Comics are
I love
perfect.
those, Sunny.
They are.
They're so much fun, and sometimes I'll buy an actual magazine. I used to have a magazine subscription, which I think is a great like present for people. So maybe I missed a trick by not reading those on the toilet.
Back in the 70s and 80s, says Kristen on YouTube. Thanks for being there on YouTube. There used to be books here in the US called bathroom readers. I bet you'd have had a section in a bookshop called bathroom readers. I miss the bathroom reader. There must be like an app called bathroomreader.com. Okay, Dr. Taco Bell, hello. Chase, hello. Welcome to the stream. If you want to take part in the show, don't forget that you can ask your Amazon Echo show to say, I read magazines in the bathroom or something like that, whatever we're wanging on about here on Positivity Island. You can also join in the Facebook group. We can see you there as well. Welcome to the Everyday Positivity Facebook group if you're watching there live. And don't forget, if you are unable to get your unable to get your Eliza, unable to get your Amazon Echo to do what you want to do, which, you know, regularly happens to me. She gets very confused from time to time. Just head to backchannel.tv and you can take part in the chat there. Hi, Olivia. Thank you for joining the show as well. Okay. Somebody says close one. Whoops. Okay. So today, guess what today is? It's Random Acts of Kindness Day today. I'm all about the days.
You know your days.
I know my days. It's not Thursday, it's Random Acts of Kindness Day. And at the weekend, we had a Everyday Positivity Hangout. And one of the people on the Everyday Positivity Hangout brought me something wonderful. So let's hear. Kindness. You and I know that kindness makes the world go round, but kindness is this really weird thing, which is not only is it wonderful to receive kindness from someone, but it's also delightful to give kindness to someone because you see the joy that comes off them and makes you go, oh, and gives you a little bit of joy as well. One of my favourite noises, in fact, is when I walk up the stairs, having made my husband a cup of coffee at like 7 in the morning, and I open the door and he sees me with 2 cups of coffee, not just one for me, but one for him too. My favourite noise is when he does this. Oh, yes! And he loves getting that cup of coffee. Now, the thing is that sometimes there's a sort of, I don't know, I feel a little bit ashamed that I've done something kind and that's made me feel good about myself, or I've enjoyed experiencing their joy. But on Saturday at the Everyday Positivity Hangout, Radhika joined for the first time. Hello, Radhika. And Radhika said there is a word that describes that feeling of joy that you get when you give someone else joy and you see their joy. And that word is confelicity. So today, as if there wasn't a better day, today's Random Act of Kindness Day. Go into the world and seek out some confelicity via your kindness. An extra smile to someone in the street, paying for someone's coffee behind you, saying hello to the barista, being lovely to the receptionist as you walk into the office if you're going into the office today. Go and get some confelicity, because surely getting other people to feel joy is a great thing. And so if it brings you joy too, then there is no bounds to what you can achieve today. So today, as I was prepping for the show, I thought, I know, I'm going to get some confelicity for myself. And so I bought someone a cup of coffee. Watch this. Oh, can't hear it.
Don't say that.
We've got to do some settings. We've got to do some fiddling with some settings.
Okay, let's try that again. Take 2 once again. Here we go. Tell me.
Wait, is
Yeah.
this Kate? Is this from Kate Cocker?
They have Starbucks in Washington, right?
Did you send me $5 for Starbucks?
I sent you. I bought you a coffee, babes.
I'm gonna cry.
That's enough, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Look at Liv there. That's such a great.
Literally, her jaw dropped.
I've got myself some conflicity today by buying a cup of coffee for Liv and her producer Anna. And something I've learned out of all of this is that I seem to have a love language, which is coffee. I could see you in the episode. I was like, smile at your barista.
Yeah. I bring my husband coffee. To be fair, you do make good coffee, Kate. So.
Well, we've got a nice machine, so it does help. So I bought Anna and Liv a cup of coffee each via the wonder that is the internet, and I got myself some conflicity. I did not expect a reaction quite like that.
No, that was just the reaction you wanted.
It was a particularly good one. I was like, yes, make them cry, brilliant. But yeah, it was lovely, absolutely adorable to buy that for Liv and to get that. So today, as I often say, I mean, it just shows, doesn't it? Giving someone joy can bring you joy. Random acts of kindness that you give and that you receive have the same effect for both people. So why not? Why not do it? So go and get yourself some conflicity today. All right then, Will, shall we get on with some good news, please?
I think it's time.
Oh, that needed to be louder. Let's do that again.
That was a bit feeble, that wasn't it? Once again, take two. New research shows giraffe numbers have increased across Africa. According to a recent analysis of survey data from across the African continent, the total giraffe population is now around 117,000, approximately 20% higher than it was thought to be in 2015. This rise is a result of genuine growth in some areas, but also seems to be from more accurate census data. It says the executive director of the Giraffe Conservation Foundation based in Namibia.
I'm going to say that you know you're on Earth when you see a giraffe.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're like quite a distinct, shape.
They're
size.
unique. Yeah.
Like, you're on Earth when you see a giraffe. You know you're on Earth when you see an elephant as well, I think. I'm pretty sure that no other planet has a giraffe or an elephant on it.
I think we've just written our first book for the bathroom called Giraffes on Mars.
Yes, perfect.
I'm not really sure what it's about yet, but
yeah, brilliant.
Giraffes on Mars.
132 giraffes on Mars. One could be sunbathing. One could be moonbathing or whatever it is.
Potatoes. I don't know.
Listen, isn't it wonderful that the giraffes are there? My favourite bit in that story is that they were like, we've got more giraffes, but also there's a bunch of giraffes we didn't know about.
Yeah, from the giraffe census. Excuse me, Mr. Giraffe. How long have you lived here? And how many people live in this jungle, whatever?
I know, it's just brilliant, isn't it? It's like, when you find a fiver in your back pocket and you're like, whoa!
Yeah.
Imagine that was like 1,000 giraffes.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that amazing?
Forgot about all these giraffes.
Oh, look at all of these. Oh, I didn't realise I put them there. My favourite input on this is that Sunny says, cool, those giraffes have been busy.
Busy.
Busy giraffes. Maybe they've been buying each other coffees.
Maybe they have.
All that love language going on.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what have I ever told you this about giraffes? About, when you're, this is quite kid focused, but when you're teaching kids how to speak, you give them noises of animals. So you go,
yeah, sure.
What's this? It's a cat. What's a cat say? Meow. What's this? It's a dog. What does a dog say? Woof, woof. What's this? It's a giraffe. You know you're on Earth. Look, it's a giraffe. What does a giraffe say? So, did you know that giraffes' tongues are about 20 centimetres long?
Whoa.
Yeah, really long. They're like this. They're massive.
Because they
So-
have to wrap around the.
Yeah,
so to
yeah, they're
speak,
the
if we're
ones.
talking
You
about-
know when a giraffe's been because your trees trimmed at a certain level, right? So what I say a giraffe says. So all my kids and my nephews and my cousins' kids all go. So we've got a new giraffe noise.
Okay.
It's a giraffe.
great.
You know, you're on Earth. This is a giraffe. There are 1,000 more than we thought, and they say. They're a tower, though, aren't they? Are they called a tower?
A tower of giraffes.
Do they also live in towers?
Is that true?
I don't know. I said, do they?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure where they live. They're definitely called a tower, which of course they do. You know,
Of course they do.
because where else would they live?
What would
tower.
a collective of Will Dells be called? Let's think on that.
I can only think of rude ones. Okay. Should we move on? Oh wait, before we move on, okay. So last week, if you hear last week, you'll remember that we talked about former Pittsburgh Steelers running back
Yes.
Jerome Bettis, I think it's
Yes.
pronounced, who went back to school to get his business degree. Do we all remember that? You all remember that story, Kate? Do you
I remember that story. Yes, I do.
Okay, here we go. Oakland Raiders offensive lineman Gerard Valdir takes his new job at a school cafeteria. Now, his children's school were looking for someone to oversee cooking and serving lunch for about 260 students from preschool to 8th grade. And Valdir was intrigued by the job in part because he loves cooking and because he's been a professional athlete. He spent a lot of time focused on nutrition. Valdir said it took a while to capture some trust from the kids. He said that the kindergarteners were his toughest critics, which I understand.
I can imagine. Isn't it brilliant how kids are like the ones that go, no, that tastes rubbish.
Yeah, I don't want to eat that.
I don't want to eat that. Oh. And then, okay, so here's,
pace.
yeah, and here's my question for you, right? If you had all of the money in the world, like you didn't have to worry about anything. And I want you to think about this too. If you are on an Amazon Echo, obviously say and give me the answer, or write it into backchannel.tv. If you had all of the money in the world and no worries, no problem, what would you do? What would be your job? Do you know what I mean? What would you choose to do?
Like, I would I'd go to restaurants. I'd travel the world going to different restaurants and review all the food.
Is that what you do?
That's what I would do.
You're such a foodie, aren't you?
Yeah. Because I just want to travel to beautiful places and eat gorgeous food for free.
You know, some people would say that that's what you should do with your life. If that's what you would do.
I know, it's not that unachievable, is it?
No.
I do have a journalism degree after all.
After
what would you do,
all.
Kate?
I think I'd do a bit of what I do now. I get a real kick out of what I do now. I'd keep doing everyday positivity, OVS.
Yeah.
And there is my answer to that always used to be I'd go up into the mountains and paint pictures.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm less drawn to that now. But I do think there's got to be something around mountains. I'd be in the mountains.
Okay.
And I might farm or something like that.
Farming's a good one.
I know,
Yeah,
I like
nice.
farming.
Tyson said good
Kristen's-
morning. Good morning,
Kristen's
Tyson.
also said that feeding giraffes is fun. Yeah. With their long
But-
tongues, I imagine it's very fun.
Sonny said, I would travel the world and meet everyone I can. Yeah.
Yeah, isn't that great? Have I paused? No.
No
I'm trying to sort the quiz out.
secretly behind.
I'm not doing a very good job of it.
It's fine. Takes as long as
give,
you
us,
need.
give us the next bit of news.
Okay, but whilst I do that, let us know. What if money was no object? What job would you want to do just for fun? Okay, here we go. Emergency call handlers in Durham, United Kingdom, help a woman in Durham, Canada. Okay.
Whoa!
I love this story. I'm obsessed with this story. So, when a woman in Durham, Canada, ran into some problems in her home, she used like the online chat to contact the police. But what she hadn't realized is that she's inadvertently contacted the police in Durham, England, the United Kingdom.
Oh no! How'd you do that?
It just, you're in a hurry, things are happening, in the panic. So, when the British police realized the mistake that this woman had made, the police in Durham, contacted their counterparts in Canada, and within 30 minutes, the issue was resolved. Angie Arthur, head of the Durham's police control room, said, I love this quote, this was an unusual incident, but the team remained calm and managed to help our Canadian colleagues resolve the situation quickly and professionally. If we can assist in rescuing a vulnerable victim in immediate danger, regardless of where they live, we will do all that we can to help. And I have so much respect for, I have respect for everybody, but being an emergency call handler must be such a challenging job. And I would just cry all the time. I just would be panicked. I'd just be in tears a lot, I think. If I was an emergency, I'd just so... Whew. Tyson said, oh my God, I know.
So my thing on this is, imagine it's like 1893. And you say, yes, someone in Durham, Canada took 30 minutes to be sorted out by someone in Durham, England. That's where we are, people. That's where the universe is right now. That's how close we are via the means of, the same sun, the same sky, the same Wordle, the same Backchannel, the same Durham.
Yeah, the same Durham. It reminded me of...
It is wonderful, isn't it?
So my parents live near this town called Halifax here in England, and there's also a Halifax, Nova Scotia, I think, in Canada. So when they took off, I'm gonna get some of my facts wrong, but they took off from like Louisiana, and then like 10 minutes later they had to make an emergency landing in Halifax, Canada. And they were like, oh, we're in Halifax already? But no, different Halifax. Oh. There's also a city called Rome on every continent.
Is there?
So I'm told. I've not been to them all, but I read that online.
Isn't the reason that the names are the same in a lot of Canada and in North America to do with colonization?
Yeah, it's probably not a great thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Because up next is...
Dolly News.
Dolly Parton reveals she turned down the chance to sing the national anthem at the Super Bowl.
Oh, why?
She was too nervous, Kate.
Why? She's Dolly Parton.
I know. She's like one of the most beloved women on the planet. She just said, I've just always been afraid of it. You will always want it to be great, especially something that serious. Maybe someday I'll get the nerve to do it.
Now, does this mean she needs to score some points in bravery?
Maybe. Could do.
Oh, I think she should do it.
The
thing is that when she does do it, we know that she's being really brave.
Yeah. I will give her a big hug and a pat on the back.
Oh.
That was our Dolly News for today.
Okay then. So every single Tuesday and Thursday, Will and I like to provide you with some fun and some trivia and some fun and a quiz. And quite frankly, I need for Will to lose today.
Have you, Kate? Have you been like keeping score?
Yeah, no.
Because it occurred to me on Tuesday that I was too caught up in answering all the questions and chatting with everybody that I hadn't really been keeping score properly. So
yeah, whoops. We should probably add some jeopardy to this, otherwise it could just be a bunch of questions.
We need some
like
stakes.
an interview.
Yeah. Yeah. We need some stakes.
Okay, you ready? I've got to share the screen, haven't I?
Yeah, I have to click some buttons too.
Oh, hang on. Window. Oh, there it is. Oh, unable to share screen.
Wow. That's a bit mean, isn't it?
Okay, so that I know what I need to do.
Okay. Whilst you do that,
You're gonna
thank
have
you
to
so
talk.
much. I don't have to talk. I'm gonna.
No, you're going to have to talk.
Okay, that's fine. Thank you everybody who's here, especially there's a lot of people who are here for the first time. Tyson, you're here for the first time. Thank you so much for coming. Calvin, Larry, Guheen, you're here for the first time. Shane, you're here. You're new as well. Kate, please be nice
Please
to
be
Will.
nice to Will. I know. It's just love. It's love.
Kate's
I
nice to me
promise.
all the time.
I'm very good
Kate
to
is a
Will.
delight. Thank you to everybody who's here. If you want to chat with us, you can do so in real time. All you have to do is, if you can see Kate and I in the flesh, all you have to do is say the name of your device, followed by the word say, followed by whatever you want us to know. Or you can go to backchannel.tv. And whilst you're there, if you wouldn't mind clicking the leave a review button and just let us know
that
what
would
you
be
think
well
about
good.
Backchannel or this show or the tech or anything, that'd be great. Thank you very
Tech.
much. The tech, whatever.
My tech. I'm not doing very well on the tech today.
Okay.
I've had a
But,
real
like,
struggle today. Well, I was going to talk to Liv and I was about 6 minutes late because, which is a lot in showtime. Here we go.
Okay.
So I don't quite know how we're going to make it. So you can see I might have to do a full screen job, eh?
Yeah, maybe.
For some reason, I've suddenly gone, let's do... Why can we all of a sudden see my... There we go. Right. Can you make it so that I'm on the... How do we do this?
Yeah, I'll put it
Maybe
so
if I
you're
do
like
this.
this. No, there we go.
Okay. All right.
I'll sit down here in the corner.
Okay, I'm quiz master today. Okay. Here we go. Pop quiz, 17th of the 2nd, 2022. Question number 1. What's the French word, which is the term for a person who specializes in all aspects of wine, usually in fine dining restaurants? Is it A, sommelier, B, wine master, C, maître de vin, oh goodness, and D, something de raisin, degustateur de raisin?
Okay. That's a great question.
Sonny says A.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's sommelier. That also would be a great job. Or maybe if money was no object, maybe I would start my own vineyard. That would be a good one.
Yeah.
Doug says A, Sonny says A.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's sommelier.
It's sommelier.
Well done, everybody.
This is the name of people who, when you go wine testing or wine tasting, sorry, they're the ones who can tell you all the names that they say, oh, oaky, no, something or other. So, Sonny says, I remember that one because you smelly are the wine. I love that. That's brilliant.
Sommelier.
Sommelier, the
Wow.
wine. And I like that you have to say the wine.
The wine.
Same time. Oh, that's so good. Right, question number 2. In an orchestra, how good are you in musical instruments?
I'm not to blow my own trumpet.
Trumpet.
But I did used to play in the brass section of an orchestra.
Deja, you'll know this one then.
Yep.
I used to play the flute.
What
What instrument did you use to play? Tell us on Backchannel. All you have to do is write your comments into backchannel.tv or go to your Amazon Echo device and say, Eliza, give us the answer A, B, C, D, or just tell us what instrument you used to play. Right, in an orchestra, which is the largest brass section instrument? A, trumpet, B, tenor, C, French horns, D, tuba. Which one is it?
I think it's D, tuba.
Elizabeth says D, tuba, and a little piano says. Oh, people did guitar, percussion. Oh, this is brilliant. Sonny says D.
Sonny said I play percussion. Doug took guitar.
And a little piano. Violin says Calvin. People are saying D, tuba, and violin.
Yeah.
A violin and drums. We could make an orchestra so far. No one said the same thing.
No,
so
that's
you
good.
could be on the trumpet. I could be on the flute. Calvin could be on the violin. Sonny could do a bit of percussion. Stacey's on the French horn.
Stacey, I used to play the French horn. It was massive.
Was it?
Yeah, so a French horn's quite big, and I was this weedy little boy trying to lug my French horn to school every day. It was so funny. Sonny, you said a little piano, and I literally thought you meant a little not that you played a little bit of the piano. I thought you meant you played a tiny.
Were you thinking like a piccolo piano?
Yeah, that kind of thing. Just the kind of one that you can only play with your thumbs.
Calvin says he played the saxophone. Loves saxophone. I would have loved to have played the saxophone. That was I was like, I just wanted to be in Bruce Springsteen's band playing the saxophone. There's a cat thing going on here as well. What's going on?
Yeah. Tyson let us know that he has 2 cats. Thanks for letting us know, Tyson.
Thanks. I've got a cat. Should we do the answer to this question?
Yes, please. It's I know it's tuba, even though it's bigger than the French horn.
It is. So I have a thing about large instruments.
Do you now?
And that's all.
I thought you might. Okay.
No, it's this. What is it about someone that says, I'm going to make a sound out of something that's bigger than me?
Oh, yeah.
I think this about double basses specifically, because double basses, no one seems to be taller than a double bass, right? So I always think, what is it that means, aha, I shall master an instrument that is bigger than me?
Yeah.
And do people who play double bass think like that? Or bassoon or tuba?
Yeah. My cousin goes to one of the quite prestigious music schools here in the UK. He goes to Guildhall School of Music. And all of the instruments are taller than him because he is only like 5 foot. And he plays this big old school recorder. It's called a sackbut, and he has to stand on a little stool.
What's the stool called?
Dave.
Oh, Dave the Stool. Mm-hmm. Which country is Transylvania in?
Ooh.
Is it A, Bulgaria, B, Romania, C, Croatia, D, Serbia?
This is the first time in ages that I've not been 100% certain, so I'm just going to fill until the chat starts flowing in, and then I'm just going to say whatever they say. Elizabeth said B, Romania, which is what my first thought was too. Kobe says Bulgaria.
Kobe says A. Sonny says B.
What are
you going to go for?
I think I'm going to have to go with B, Romania, because that was my gut kind of instinct. So I'm going to trust my gut. Doug said B as well, Romania.
Oh,
Tyson says it's going to be Croatia.
It's Romania.
Mm-hmm.
Transylvania. That's where Count Duckula lived as well.
Count Duckula? Count Dracula, maybe?
No, there was one called Count Duckula.
Was there? Was that the Donald Duck version?
I think time and geography might be getting in the way of this conversation, so we're going to move it on to Count Dracula. Count Dracula it was.
Okay.
Tyson, I think we were thinking that Tyson said, why are you laughing about my cats? I think we thought there was an error and that you were saying that you were playing an instrument and that it had come up as cats. So we were just laughing about that. I love how Kate's default Dracula is a duck.
Is a duck.
Correct. Look
Duckula.
it up, Count Duckula. You'll love it.
I believe you. Roseanne's joined the stream. Hi, Roseanne. Thanks for being here.
Hi, Roseanne. Okay, which company is known for publishing the Mario video game? This is my second to last question for the day.
Okay. The options are, is it A, Xbox, B, Nintendo, C, Sega, or D, Electronic Arts?
I need to
It's fine. You just drink your coffee, Kay. I'll finish off reading the question. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
Which company is known for publishing the Mario video game? Is it Xbox?
It A, Xbox, B, Nintendo, C, Sega, or D, Electronic Arts?
Yes, I think it is B, Nintendo. Elizabeth saying B. Calvin said Sega.
I'm loving the gang this morning. There's a gang on the street.
Yeah. Thanks so
Great
much for being
fun.
here, everybody.
Thank you. We've got Tyson, we've got Sonny, we've got Kristen from afar. She's in the car, I think. We've got Elizabeth. We've got also Doug, Stacey, Kobe. Everybody's talking to everybody. Kobe says beep. I think Kobe means B.
My favourite thing is when your device doesn't really hear you properly.
Yeah.
So it just comes through a bit funny.
It's fine unless you're setting a timer because you want your chips cooked on time.
Yeah.
And when she doesn't hear you properly and then the chips burn. Thanks, Eliza, for that. Okay.
Is it B, Nintendo? Okay.
Oh yeah, we've got to do the quiz. Okay, here we go. It's B, Nintendo.
It's a me, a Mario.
If you come to my house
Uh-huh.
and you need the secret knock to get in, it's the Super Mario thing.
Ah, okay.
Da, 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 da.
You're going to have to change it now.
You have to go da, 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 da. So
Good
you've all
one.
got the secret knock. So if you're in this community today, you get the secret knock into my house. You're all very welcome. Right, last question. Neil Armstrong was the first astronaut to step foot on the moon. Who was the second? Is it A, Yuri Gagarin? Is it A, James Irwin? Is it A, Alan Bean? Is it A, Buzz Aldrin? Obviously, I mean say A, B, C, D. But the conversion that I've had to do very quickly in the background because the technology was wobbly has meant that it's just done A. Sonny's got A. All right, Sonny. Right, okay. So let's go again. We'll do it properly with the right letters. Yeah. A, Yuri Gagarin. B, James Irwin. C, Alan Bean. D, Buzz Aldrin. That was surprisingly difficult.
Well then. So you're saying A, Yuri Gagarin, actually real A. And
so is Tyson.
So is Tyson. Calvin said Buzz Aldrin. And you see, I really feel like I should know this because I market myself as a bit of a space nerd, and I did go to space camp, but I'm actually not sure. I'm torn between Buzz Aldrin and Yuri Gagarin. I think one of them stayed. Oh, what should I go for?
Saying A.
I'm
it's
gonna
a split.
go with.
This one's yours. This is the win or this is the one. This is the one that if you get it right, you're in the lead. If you get it wrong, I'm in the lead.
I think most of the chat saying Buzz Aldrin, so I'm going to say Buzz Aldrin. I'm going to say D, Buzz Aldrin.
Buzz Aldrin, Buzz Aldrin, Buzz Aldrin.
I think Yuri Gagarin is the one who stayed behind in the lunar module or whatever it's called.
I think Yuri Gagarin was one of the first people in space.
And that was my other thought.
Rather than on
is
the
that
moon.
Is that Yuri Gagarin was one of the first people in space, not on the lunar mission.
Not on the lunar mission. Oh, right. Well, do you know what? I think we got away with it.
I think we got away with it too. I'm going to come back up here now.
Hi.
Hi.
I need to maneuver.
Thanks everybody for helping me out on the trivia. We do trivia every show. So come back next time and give Kate a hand because I'll be asking Kate the questions.
Yeah, maybe you could sort my tech out for me. That would be also really useful.
Okay. We'll see what I can do.
Okay, then. Oh, what have you learnt today, Will?
We learned more about the word confelicity.
We did.
And we experienced it in real time as well.
We did. Wasn't that a wonderful confelicitous moment? What's the word? Confelicitous moment, yeah.
We learned that even if you used to play for the NFL, you can still have a
coffee shop, cafeteria.
Yeah, a change in career. You can still go and work at the school cafeteria.
So, like the LA Rams, they won, didn't they, on Sunday? And so the next day they all went to Disney World, right? Imagine, like you're like, oh, there's my hero in my cafeteria.
Amazing.
It's like when you see a teacher in the supermarket and you're like, oh, I know them. Why
you're supposed to leave school.
Yeah.
We learned about a tower of giraffes.
Yeah.
And that there's more than we thought on Africa. We learned that even Dolly Parton gets nervous.
She does. Imposter syndrome, I think that's a case of.
Could be.
She doesn't want to sing the national anthem because she's scared she'll get it wrong.
That's cute. What else did we learn? There's one more thing that I learned. Well,
if you ever get your Durhams mixed up, then you're going to be okay, is what you've learned.
It's not going to be a problem.
It's not going to be a problem whatsoever. Okay, so it's come to the time of the show where we're here on the try again. It's come to the time of the show where we're on Positivity Island. Here is your oasis of joy, and so to be positive in our world, I've been reading up on this again today. It's a skill, right? Optimism, hope, positivity, things that you need to do and to feel to make really good decisions for yourself. Be in a good place. You know what it's like when you're in a good mood. You know, you can drop a mug when you're in a good mood. It's like, Made to be broken. But if you're in a bad mood, oh no, I'm the worst
Stay out of
person
the
on the
world.
planet. I've ruined everything. So what we're trying to do every single time here on Positivity Island and on Everyday Positivity, which you can catch every day wherever you get your podcasts, is about helping you maintain a positive mindset. And so every single time we're on Backchannel, I like to give you a bit of an activity that you can use and do to help yourself feel good. Today, you know, Will, when you sit down to do your work and, you know, you're looking around going, oh, it's so messy. I can't get anything done. I can't focus. So annoying. Yeah. I did it this morning.
Big
And
time.
funnily enough, I was doing it this morning when I was looking for this bit of I was like, what was my skill? What was going to be my activity today? And I was clearing up my workspace and I've remembered it's make space to work. So this is about creating space. So it's about tidying up the area around you so that you can do the things that you want to do. And I'm going to pull it back even further. There's this wonderful feeling that you can get when you get to the end of the day. You know, you're supposed to tidy up before the next day. You're like, oh, I'll just do it in the morning. Well, in that moment, that's the time for you to go, do you know what? I'm going to reset this so it's great tomorrow. Take 5 seconds to just reset the room, reset your space, tidy up and make some space to work. It'll take away all that unnecessary distraction. It will create you the mental and physical conditions that you need to work best, and then you will feel good about what you have achieved. And you know what? It did exactly that for me today.
Amazing.
What's your workspace like?
Not great. There's a lot of junk on it. There's some masking tape on my desk. There's a hard drive. There's a list. There's some hand sanitizer. There's one of these remote clicky things. There's this bit of white tack that I've hammered out to be a little thing. There's my notebook. There's this tiny wooden elephant. There's a lot of rubbish on my desk today, Kate. It's all a bit chaotic.
I felt like I was in the generation game then. I'm going to have to remember all of those things.
Yeah, what do you want to win?
I have a similar level. I've got all sorts of things on my desk, but I cleared the space to work this morning and it really, really helped. So today, whatever it is you're about to do, go clear some space. And I love that Sunny's like, I'm going to Marie Kondo my drawers today.
Yes.
One of my favourite things in the world to do. One of my favourite things. So, with all of that in mind, we've done Confelicity today. We've got some stuff to read on the loo. There's magazines. We've got graphic novels. We've got all sorts of stuff. And when I say graphic novels, I mean comics. Don't get rude. And I'm rest assured in the world that if I ever get my Durhams mixed up, I'm going to be okay. I've got a bunch of giraffes in my back pocket, and I get some joy from your joy. Thank you so much for being part of the Positivity Island with us today. It's been lovely to have you. We'll be back on Tuesday. We've got Jam and Renee coming up, and then I think, is it Anthony Davis? What time's Anthony on?
Anthony is on from 12 p.m. Eastern time.
Fantastic. And then your pal Hal?
Yeah, from 2 p.m. your pal Hal with Hal Rudnick, and then closing off the day from 4 p.m. is Mario Smith. So don't go anywhere.
And we will be here building this community slowly but surely. You are the founders here of Backchannel. You're one of the first people here. So be excited about being part of something so brand new and technically brilliant. Don't forget to keep taking kindness out into the world today. Go and give someone some joy by buying them a coffee or just saying something lovely or just giving them a smile, and then you'll get your joy back, which is your dose of Confelicity. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you next time. You have 100% got this.